Hello, and welcome back for another adventure in the cookie jar. Today we are making the 14th recipe from the Cinnamon Roll Murder. They are the Apple Cinnamon Whippersnappers. This is a quick little throw together cookie recipe. However, this book is more than 5 years old, and the cake mixes are no longer 18 ounces. They are like 10. So I'm not quite sure. I think we've tried some before and they've turned out, so I'm hoping this one will too. That being said, you are going to want to preheat your oven to 350. You are going to want 1 large egg, 2 cups Cool Whip, 1/3 of a cup of apple pie filling. Go for a small can because the one I got had a lot in it. I have a lot left over. It does say to put it in a bowl and chop it up small. Don't do that. Just get a cutting board. The bowl is nonsense. I'm telling you. And then it says 1 package, approximately 18-ounce spice cake mix. I could only find the Betty Crocker one. I don't know if they make other ones, but 1/2 cup of powdered sugar and 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. So that being said, everything's laid out. Let's get started. This is all of our ingredients for this. So with this cookie recipe, we're not using the mixer. The goal is to keep as much air as you can in the Cool Whip. It does say to prepare your cookie sheets by spraying them with Pam or parchment paper. I'm going to use my silicone mats. It does say to chill 2 teaspoons in the freezer, so to make your cookies easier, I just put my cookie scoop in the freezer. I hope that's good enough. It says to whisk the egg in a large bowl, measure out 2 cups of Cool Whip, and stir them in. So here is our egg. Whisk. Aww. And that's why some people wear aprons. I don't. We're going to call that whisked. Now, our 2 cups of Cool Whip. We're going to call that mixed. Place the apple pie filling into a small bowl, cut it up with a knife, add apples to the mixing bowl, and stir them in. Be very gentle and don't overstir. Okay. We're going to call that good. Okay, now we just sprinkle the cake mix over and fold it in gently. I don't like this. It doesn't, it's almost like it's not wet enough to fold in, which keep in mind, this is 8 ounces short of what it's supposed to be. But like, how do you fold this in to where it's a cookie dough without losing all of the air? There's like no really gentle way to do this. The cookie dough is just coating the whipped cream. It's almost like a flume squishy from the 90s. That's what it's gonna be. I don't know what else to do with this. It's almost like working with marshmallow at this point. And then you find random batches of Cool Whip in there. I don't like it. I don't like it. It is super sticky. I see why they want chilled spoons. It does say you can refrigerate it for an hour. It might be getting that treatment. Actually, I think I'm going to toss this in the fridge for right now. And then we'll come back to it in a couple minutes. While we work on the next stuff, which is what we're going to roll these cookies in, because as if marshmallow fluffy cookies weren't good enough on their own. You want 1/2 cup of powdered sugar and your cinnamon, and then you're just going to fork them until they're combined. We'll drop the cookie dough into this mixture and then onto the sheets. It says roll only 1 cookie dough ball at a time. If you roll too many, they'll stick together and you'll have a real mess. This dough is very sticky, so you must keep your fingers coated with sugar cinnamon mixture. If you're really having trouble with the sticky dough, refrigerate mixing bowl and dough for 1 hour, then take it out and try again. Don't forget to turn off your oven. You can preheat it again a few minutes before you take the cookie dough out of the refrigerator. You're going to bake them 12 to a sheet for 12 to 15 minutes. Let them cool for 2 minutes. If you use parchment paper, all you have to do is wait 2 minutes and then pull the whole sheet onto a cooling rack. Just leave apple cinnamon whippersnappers on the parchment paper until they're cool and then simply peel them off. 3 to 4 delicious cookies depending on the cookie size. Andrea says these are Bill's favorite cookies. He likes to have 2 with a cup of hot chocolate when he's watching the Vikings play. Yeah, so we have our coating, which apparently goes on your fingers as well as the outside of the cookies. Frozen cookie scooper. Let's see if this will work. Kinda. I'm hoping I don't actually like these, because so far I'm not enjoying making them, but apple cinnamon is like one of my favorite flavors. So, I don't know. I have no idea what these are going to bake to be, but at the moment they're like little apple cinnamon-y, marshmallowy clouds, so this could be very interesting texture-wise. I know it's very messy to make, but anything with powdered sugar coating usually is, so I'll give it some grace. I wonder if I coat the cookie scoop in the powdered sugar. Like how some of them we put in a cup of water. Just dip it in the powdered sugar. No. Maybe. Alright, this is what we ended up with, just shy of 3 dozen. Here are all of the cookies, all nice and baked. I despise powdered sugar coatings on things. It just makes things so unnecessarily messy. But that being said, it's light, it's pillowy, it's got enough apple to claim it as an apple cinnamon cookie. I think it could have used more. They're good. If you have little kids that love to play with like slime or something like that, I think this would be a great kind of thing for them. I personally didn't like it. I don't like the texture. I didn't like the... I didn't like the putting it together. I'm not a big fan of... It just wasn't my style. Let's put it that way. And then the powdered sugar coating makes it even worse. Would I make these again? Yes. Would I roll them in powdered sugar again? No. But, yeah, I think they'd be better with like a cinnamon sugar coating rather than just powdered sugar. That's just a me thing. Next week, we will be making Mom's apple pie. I'm excited for that because, again, apple cinnamon, my fave. But I hope you all join us next week. I hope you all have a good one. Bye, guys.